Hey, it's your girl Wally here at Ordained Fated Frequency. Welcome to Off. I call it Off for short. Welcome. First and foremost, if this is your first time coming or first time watching me, welcome. Here, I basically tell stories and I teach what God taught me in the last 2 weeks. So He'll teach me some things in the last 2 weeks, and I come here and I just tell you what He taught me, and I'll tell you the story behind it. So if you're interested, I'm glad that you're interested. But I basically say, do this to help others. For me, the backstory is I never had, people to teach and sit down and say, hey, look, this is what he taught me, so I'm going to teach you. I basically had to go through it and tell, not tell, but learn from my experience. So I thought, what better way to help others, help others. Maybe somebody else might be going through what I'm going through, or maybe somebody else can connect in a way, to understand, hey, oh shoot, I'm going through that too, this could help me. So that's why I do it. I also do it because I could go back into the videos and basically, teach myself. I think they say the thing the enemy attacks the most is your memory. So if I got all these podcasts just streaming and rolling up, I could go back and be like, oh yeah, I remember, and bam. But welcome. If this is not your first time and you have just been coming and watching me, welcome. You're a part of the community. You loyal. Yes. Anyway, thank you. But update. Next is update. Update on my piece. Oh Lord, y'all. Update on my piece. I'm starting to think that piece was a breakthrough, okay? Because it didn't come back yet. But I still got hope. It's gonna return. Even if it is a breakthrough, it's most definitely gonna return. It's gonna happen when he needs it to happen, when he says it's time. So, but next, it's not back. That's the update. It's not back yet. But the next is episode. This is episode 7, y'all. Episode 7, and it's called Understanding Spiritual Warfare. Understanding spiritual warfare. First and foremost, I am going through this as we speak. Spiritual warfare. I feel like spiritual warfare is very important because it attacks a lot. Not just your mental, not just your body. It attacks your emotions. Like, it attacks so much that people just don't understand. So what better way to help y'all understand what I learned? What I looked up and searched up and, wanted to teach. Well, not wanted to teach, but felt that he wanted me to teach. So first and foremost, as you know, I tell you guys I have my book here that I write down my notes and try to make sure that I don't, forget anything that I want, to say here. So you'll see me looking down. That's just me making sure that I get everything that I want to say, or me reading, exactly word for word from what I gathered. It is pretty long, so I am gonna have a part 1 and part 2 because I don't want to put everything in this one episode. So that will be episode 8. Episode 8 would just be a continuation of episode 7. So for starters, I wrote down the definition of spiritual warfare. So the definition is the conflict between divine guidance and the distractions, the fears, the temptations, or the energies that try to block your growth, clarity, peace, and purpose. Now, if you hear that, you be like, dang, like what? You may be stuck in a cycle. Who knows? And you're going through spiritual warfare, and the reason why you're not overcoming because you're not learning from what he's trying to teach you. That could be it, or the enemy could just be trying to attack you. It could be both. You never know. So the second part is, what does it look like internally? What does spiritual warfare look like internally? So it looks like confusion when you're normally clear. Fear that rises up out of nowhere. That just automatically you start thinking about something weird. Oh my God, somebody gonna come in here and get me. Like, what? Where did that come from? Who knows? Another one is doubt in your mind. Doubting yourself, your purpose, or God. That's spiritual warfare. Another one is feeling spiritually disconnected. Like, for example, if you have been hearing God for so long, and then one time you wake up and you like, you can't hear. Because if you know, you know. Like, that happens. That happens so many times to me. And I'm like, God, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I can't hear you. What is going on? Girl, it's called distractions. Maybe you're distracted. Quiet them distractions. Maybe you need some alone time with him. Another one is heavy emotions for no logical reason. Maybe you wake up one day and you're like, oh my God, why do I feel so or I feel so sad, or you feel like it's heavy. It's like constant back to back to back, like it won't go away. Um, another one is negative thoughts that attack your peace and identity. Uh, child, child, y'all. I done been through this like negative thinking so long that it made me forget who I was. I'm not even gonna start with you. Have you ever been like thinking so much negative that when you finally come to like terms of who you like you trying to get back to yourself, have you ever noticed like you like, dang, what do I even like you said that, like, dang, what do I like to do, and you all of a sudden just don't even know anymore? Yeah, that was attacking your identity, sweetheart. um Another one is a desire to isolate yourself when you normally want connection. Child, that's me. I know I'm not the only one. But I do that. I do that a lot. But sometimes I feel like I can't determine if it's me wanting peace or if it's me or if I'm scared. Like, I don't know. Like, once again, as you can see, I be trying to control the situation. It's not meant for me to control. But there's that. So another one is feeling like you're under pressure spiritually or emotionally. If you're feeling like you're under pressure, that's another attack internally that's happening. Um, Another one, oh, that was the last one. All right. So next, we're gonna go into what it can look like externally on the outside. So it could look like conflict or chaos suddenly appearing, like trouble and everything that's like wasn't happening, like everything was good, and now all of a sudden everything is going to crap. You're like, what's going on? That that's a sign. It could also look like people acting in ways that trigger your own wounds, meaning you know what trigger you. You could be going around somebody and they do something and it just triggers that spiritual warfare, baby. Just triggered you, and now you upset. You upset, baby. Another one, unexpected setbacks when you're trying to elevate. Child. Imagine going through all this all at once. Can you imagine? Child. Another one is miscommunication that feels spiritually charged. Mm. Another one is opportunities closing or distractions multiplying. Oh my God, have y'all ever been? You don't see me fanning, okay? I'm fanning the smoke because it's too thick. But anyway, uh, you'll see opportunities closing for you, things that came out of the blue that was open. All of a sudden, start closing. That means that could potentially mean that spiritual warfare is happening. Another one is your energy being drained, or you're exhausted, or you're irritated easily, or you're spiritually tired. You're just tired all the time. That is spiritual warfare, baby. Spiritual warfare. It is important to identify the signs, because if you don't identify the signs, they'll just look like anything to you. You'll just be thinking normal things is happening, and the fact you're trying to grow. You walking into your purpose and you don't even know it. Okay, so next is the purpose of spiritual warfare. The purpose is to strengthen your discernment, deepen your faith, um, to cut off what or who cannot go with you, um, to train your spiritual senses, to expose hidden weaknesses that need healing, or to position you to trust God over fear. So listen to all of these. Now imagine you're going through spiritual warfare and he has to basically tweak all of those points inside of you. Do you know how long it could take you to learn a lesson? It could take you some time, but you gotta be patient with yourself because Lord, I've been like, no, I want to do it now. I want to do it now. I want to do it now, girl. I'm gonna get to the end and be like, wait, hold on. I didn't learn this. What do I do? Next one is why spiritual warfare could be taking place now. So why could it be showing up at the time that it's showing up? One way it could be is you're probably stepping into a new level. So you could be stepping into a new level. You're probably breaking a spiritual cycle. You're probably healing, growing, or becoming more aligned with God and your path of where He's trying to take you. Another one is you're letting go of, or maybe you're letting go of old relationships or old ways of being, which no longer serves your purpose and who He's calling you to become. Another one is you're probably moving into something God is calling you to, with, like I just said, moving into your purpose. Or you're probably close to a breakthrough or a blessing. Now imagine being close to a breakthrough and a lesson and everything is just trying to attack you. Bow, bow, bow. And you like, yeah, what is going on? What is going on? Child, it ain't easy. I'll say this every video if I have to. It is not easy. It is not. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. I think I used that saying for so long now. If it was easy, everybody would have it. Or if it was easy to get, everybody would do it. Like, for example, in a profession, if it was easy to be an engineer, everybody would do it. If school was easy, like far as college, everybody would be doing it. If getting your bachelor's was easy, everybody would have one. That's my motto I've always used. It motivated me to just work hard because nothing comes easy. If it was easy, everybody would have it. But basically warfare shows up because you're shifting, and anything attached to your old version or the old version of you needs to like fade away. It's a sign of spiritual sensitivity and elevation and awareness. So maybe you're spiritually growing and your awareness is you're becoming more aware. So that could be, one. And then we're going to go into the types of warfare that can like the types of warfare there are and what they can build and what they do build. Not what they do build. The first one is mental warfare. This strengthens your mind, so you can think clearly at the next level. Meaning, he needs you to be more clearly thinking, not more logical, but more thinking spiritually. So you'll go through a whole bunch of mental warfare is not easy. Okay? Mental warfare is not easy. Man, I don't think in spiritual warfare in general is not easy, but you catch my drift. Next is emotional warfare. This strengthens your heart so you're not shaken by old wounds or triggers. So basically, I just had a thought. So like for example, people who used to trigger you, it strengthens you. So when you do happen to go around people, it don't trigger you no more because God done strengthen you. So it no longer bothers you. Another warfare is relational warfare. This is basically conflicts with people like friends, family. This warfare basically strengthens your boundaries so you don't bring the wrong people into your next season. And then when you go into that season, you don't allow the people that are not supposed to be walking with you to walk with you. Because where you might be going, there might be some people that still don't need to walk with you, and you might still need to discern. Next is environmental warfare. This is an atmosphere shift to sharpen your atmosphere control. So you protect your peace no matter where you go. Meaning you might be put in rooms that you're like, oh, like you might feel the shift in the room, but you got to be able to control your peace so that, nothing can disrupt it. Next one is physical warfare. This is body attacks, meaning your health. That's important. Your health. Let me tell you, I think I'm not even gonna I'm not even gonna say what I want to say, but physical attacking cool. When you start thinking, when you go to the doctor, they be like, "Oh yeah, you are pre-diabetic. Oh yeah, you what? You got high blood pressure. What? If I was to show y'all a picture of what I looked like before this, y'all be like, girl, what happened? Let me tell you something. Life was lifing, okay? Life was lifing on me. But as you can see, I'm getting back to my weight. I don't want all of it to go, but that's not even in my control. So, but I think the last thing I'm trying to work on is just eating more healthy, understanding what's good for my body, and understanding what to eat and what not to eat, and what causes my energy to shift, because food can cause your energy to shift. That's another topic for another day, but food can most definitely cause your energy to shift. So I'm trying to work on like what's best for me. I also learned from my mother that technically what you eat, what's good for you, is can be determined. I can't say is, because I don't want to put a fact on something that I didn't fully do a research on. But certain foods that are not good for you can depend on your blood type. Did y'all know that? Cause I did. I did. And when I found it out, I said, what? Come to find out, some of the foods that were already in there from my blood type, I already didn't like. So I was like, wow. And then also I learned too that certain foods that like a person that's type A and a person that's type B, they might not like the same food because of their blood type. Did y'all know that? Cause I did. I didn't know that. I thought that was cool actually, because it kind of helps you. It's like, okay, well, I know I not to eat that because that's gonna mess up my stomach. I know not to eat that because that's gonna mess up my energy. I learned that, and I also learned that it also goes hand in hand with your personality, y'all. What personality? Anyway, another talk for another day. Let's get back to it. Back to body attacks. So physical warfare is one where you can put, need to be make sure that you eating the right stuff, you're exercising, even if it's just 2 minutes a day, like just doing the work, you know. Um, and physical warfare basically prepares you for knowing what to and what not to eat, so you can continue to eat healthy and understand the food that may throw your energy off. Next one is purpose warfare. This is destiny interference. Prepares you for an assignment, so you don't fold when responsibility increases. So that's one. The next one is identity warfare. As we said, when you have a whole bunch of fear and stuff, it can attack your identity. You end up not knowing who am I. But this identity warfare attacks on who you are. It strengthens your confidence. Um, so you don't shrink when God elevates you. And y'all, I was doing that unconsciously, which was so annoying. Do you know how it feels to go around someone and you're talking to them and you don't know that you're doing it and they call it out? That's not okay. So that's one thing I am learning. I'm learning like to also not to shrink myself, because I am like, I need to build my confidence up. Let's say that. I just need to build my confidence up, because if he trying to elevate me and I go into a room and all these, it's maybe people that's in political or whatever, wherever he takes me, I don't need to be feeling like I don't need a bit. I don't belong there, because I belong wherever he put me. So that's one. Another one is temptation warfare. This tests your discipline, so old cycles won't follow you into new blessings. Obviously, temptation is a bitch, but anyway, but temptation can come in all forms. It could come in sexual if you're not having sex. It could come in all types, all types of temptation. Um, Next one is silence. Uh, this is called the desert season. This is silence warfare, when it feels like God goes quiet. He prepares you to understand that everything happens how it's supposed to. So when you don't hear God, you still trust and have faith in His journey, in the journey that He is taking you. That is the most important one, because the silence is the one before you about to expand. But we'll talk about that, the stages and how they go in episode 8. So if you're interested in learning, I'll say be on the lookout for episode 8 in the next 2 weeks. So I'll go into more of the stages and what they look like as well. But story time, I basically talked about spiritual warfare is because the story that happened, once again, it's not too deep, but it's a little bit of a story. What happened was I've been basically battling with spiritual warfare. I've been battling like fear, like anxiety, like it's been eating me. It's been trying to eat me, and I'm like, no, you're not gonna eat me. You're not gonna eat me. So I've been trying to be more intentional with just trying to understand my body and trying to do things to help the anxiety and to help the fear. But sometimes I feel like God will put you through some things like going through fear and anxiety, but it's not necessarily saying that you need to do something. It's more so you saying, hey, look, God, I give this to you. Please take this away from me. So it could be that as well, because I feel like it's going hand in hand for me. But that is what I've been battling, spiritual warfare. And then imagine having multiple spiritual warfares in one. So your body, like you can, what temptations coming at you, your identity warfare, like everything at once. Can you imagine? That's a lot. That's a lot. So I'll also, like, in the next episode, in episode 8, go into how you, not how you can heal from it, but how you can, like, things you can do to help so it doesn't consume you or make you derail you off of where he's trying to take you, but it supports where he's trying to take you. So I'll do that as well in episode 8. But for me, I feel like this was very important to me, because I feel like when I did, get my breakthrough that I did go through the first time, I feel like I kind of rushed ahead, which means I put myself in a state where I was like, okay, I was here, but because I wasn't strengthened enough to deal with put what was shown, it's almost as if, because I rushed ahead, I wasn't ready yet. So that's why it's important to not try to rush ahead of God, but to try to take it one day at a time, and try not to control what happens. Like, enjoy. It's almost as if you have to enjoy your life while all of this is going on. How I'm learning, I don't even know yet, but it's almost as if you have to enjoy each day that comes, because tomorrow's not promised. Who knows? But it's it's important to just give yourself grace, to just take your time, and to just make sure that you're allowing space for God to work mentally, physically, and spiritually in your body, so that when he does elevate you, you're prepared. But that was the story. So thank you for coming and thank you for watching. I hope this video helped someone. And if it did, you can like, share, comment, let me know your thoughts. But if it didn't help anyone, that's okay too. I'm not here to help everyone. I'm not a messenger for everybody. I'm just a messenger probably for one, and that's fine. But this is Riley, and I'm out.